Welcome, chat. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome back, party people. This is Sam once again with the Jank Drawer. It's great to have you all back with me. It's been a fun weekend. I got to spend a lot of time with friends and family and having a good time all around. Hopefully it was good for all of you as well. Welcome back to installment 2 of Dungeon Crawl Mondays. I have kind of committed to that name at this point, but as I was setting it up and getting the upload ready for today and working on everything, I came up with, I think, a better name, which is Monday Dungeon Club. But maybe we'll A/B test it. We'll try a little bit of this, try a little bit of that. We're still early on. Either way, today we're going to be jumping back into the Darkest Dungeon. We're going to be exploring more about our family's dark crypts. And we're going to just keep playing these RPGs. And hopefully we make some pretty good progress today. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited to get started. Once again, as always, I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me in these streams and also over on the YouTube channel. We saw some of those numbers go up a lot. And then there's been actually some pretty great results in views and things like that over on the videos that have been coming out on the channel. It just really means a lot to me. And I really wanted to say something about that. So it's really cool to see something that I've always thought about doing that I thought would be really fun. And it's great to be able to live that dream, especially in times like this where I am between so many other things. This is really fun. This has been really great, and I've really enjoyed this. Gives me something to do and to get out of bed and all that stuff today. And hopefully we see some market improvements. We've made some big strides today in just trying to improve the overall flow of things here, such as spending time going through, and I have taken apart the stream PC and cleaned it all out and made sure that it's operating better. And just in cleaning out all of the dust and things that are in there, we're seeing a lot better performance just across the board from the game and from the stream and from the latency, as well as just the overall noise. Chat, when I tell you the quality of life improvement that has come from just not having my streaming setup sound like a Harrier jump jet every single time that it is on trying to do anything. The upload times have been faster, the render times have been faster, everything has been so wonderfully improved that it's been a delight. And I'm super excited about it. And hopefully that comes across in what we're able to see today and just general overall quality improvement for people on your end to be able to watch it, both on YouTube and on here on Twitch. But also, even more importantly, it's going to be a big improvement on my end, just because already the quality of life from the $8 investment, it's like my PC is brand new again, other than other storage issues and things like that that are unavoidable. Working with video, with my background in video production, it was something that I always knew was going to be a potential issue of just video files are so much bigger than anyone thinks they are going to be or that you ever think that it's going to be. And while I've got some pretty good storage right here, still the kind of number one step in improving the whole setup and improving the experience here for you all and for me at the Jank Drawer Studio is solving the storage problem. And so we're looking into what that's going to look like here. But I don't know that you guys are all super interested in the minutia, the day in, day out of how the meat is made, how the stream comes together. And so without further ado, let's hop into this. Quick reminder for all of you that might not have been here or didn't watch the first video. The main idea behind these streams is we're going to play a variety of different RPGs. And as we complete them, we'll just move on to the next one. And the idea behind them is that for now, we're not doing anything necessarily in the way of like a challenge run. We're just trying to play the game itself. And a lot of these are games, especially like Darkest Dungeon, that maybe I haven't beaten fully, but I've played a lot. And so I know a lot about the game and I know a lot about the mechanics, but I maybe just haven't seen it through. And part of the job of the streams is to be able to have an opportunity for me to actually commit to doing something like that, of actually finishing these games and getting the results that we want to get out of them. With that being said, some of the games we will play will probably have been games that I have completed, but that's, we'll come with it as we go. As for Darkest Dungeon in specifics, last week we had some of the greatest times and some of the worst times. We've gone on several adventures. Right now we are on week... What week are we on? I cannot remember. Don't know exactly where it tells me. We are not there. Not there. Is it here? Activity log. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on week 6, and we have made only a few very small progress on our caretaker goals, in that we have gone into the ruins. Most notably, and we must, as you might have seen when we were scrolling past it here, pour one out for our good buddy Dismas. Dismas is one of the better characters in the game, to the point where there is a way where you can solo the Darkest Dungeon, the final boss of this entire game, just with Reynald and Dismas. And for us, Dismas unfortunately passed away. We view our apprentice highwayman who was slain by a vile bone defender on his journeyings in week 2, which is not a good start to a run. Since then, we've kind of figured out what we're doing. We sort by level. We have a pretty good squad at this point. We have sorting by class. Here, let's just get everyone out and do our sort by class. We have Solaires, that is our apprentice arbalist. We have Beloy, which is our current only plague doctor. We finally just got Bertrand, who is our first jester. We have Mules, who is our antiquarian. We have our houndmaster Mac. We have 3 different Vestals: Vitalis, Bosanquet, and Frossier. We have Colombiers and Tourneville, our occultists. We have Percy and Runcor, who are our 2 highwaymen. And then we've got Haidart, our bounty hunter. We've got Rebu, our flagellant. Hey, Top Turcob. Welcome to the chat. It's great to have you. How's it going? And then we've got a couple of abominations. We have 2 different crusaders. And then finally we have our Hellion, our Shieldbreaker, and our Leper. So we just finished a Warren's run that ended successfully, but with a whole bunch of virtues having to get procced, and then Percy just absolutely losing it. And he got, I think, 2 different diseases. So we're going to figure that out. And mostly we're going to try and work on getting a lot more of these 0s up to 1s. And we're really looking to get portraits and deeds so we can continue upgrading our stagecoach, so we can just get more. We're not really in the point where we need to get more people coming, but we want to really max out our barracks as soon as possible. And to do that, we need just a whole bunch more deeds. So we're going to work on those. That being said, let's start putting some people in here. So we need Sanitarium. And Percy, we need to get rid of some of your diseases. So I guess Red Plague for now. Do we have the means to medical ward slots? We could technically, I guess, make it so that we could probably afford that. What would be our turnover cost to get 8 more? To get 8, we'd have to give them 24, which would then make it so we can't do this anymore. We would be able to do it, but we'd only be able to do that. And we don't really need to, we just need him to go in twice. So let's do that then, shall we? Let's get the first of these diseases going. As for the people that are absolutely losing their mind stress-wise, Colombier, do you have anything that makes it... You're a bad gambler. And that's it. So we don't want you to go gamble. Solaires, do you have any specifics that you need to... No. Okay, so let's... Solaires, you can go there. And then Frossart. Frossart, you have such good healing things, but you have so many bad quirks. Like, this is so bad over here. Okay, so... but we could probably do pretty well with you there. And then let's start looking at if we can find any more short dungeons. Or do we only have... We have one short here. So we have an estate map short that also gives us deeds, which is what we need. And Drifter's Buckle is fine. We don't really want it, but we don't have anything better for a Highwayman right now anyways. And I don't know that we want to go to Cove yet. So I'm fine with going to Weald. What do our Weald parties want to look like if we were to do Weald parties, chat? We were looking at Weald parties. We want... Essentially, if we can get them, we want Jester for sure. And then a leper, a bounty hunter. Where did our bounty hunter go? There's Hidart. And then you want an occultist. Okay, so what order do we want these guys to be in? Leper is almost assuredly first. Him there. Him, he can go second. He also doesn't want to be back, but maybe we can make him into a backline. If we use this full artillery, and then what else do we want from him? Do we want Goldus, they don't really care what abilities he has, so I guess we'll put Vulnerability Hex, because it allows us to have more instances of mark, and we're trying to have a high mark on this guy. What we want for him is he needs to have on his... I will hydrate. Topter Cobb, thank you. You a big fan of the game, Topter Cobb? We want to have Oxen Trickery and Thrown Dagger. Oh, those are grave robber. Bounty hunter. We just don't have anything that he needs, so we'll just use his good skills. Yeah, that's great. How's it going? It's great to have you. Welcome to the stream. We have Battle Ballad. We do not have Battle Ballad, so we'll have to get Battle Ballad. I'd also like to have Inspiring Tune. We don't necessarily need Finale yet. Since we're trying to, you know, still economize and save some amount of money. We don't want to have another just absolutely miserly run with our Antiquarian to try and salvage this run anymore. What else do we want, though? Since we want to have him be coming from 3rd, I don't necessarily want him to be moving himself around. Let's just do Harvest, Battle Ballad, Inspiring Tune, and then I don't really want solo either, so let's do Slice Off. There we go. So we've got him in his position. We've got him in his position. We've got him with everything he needs for his position. And then we've got our leper up front. Let's then, I guess, put some trinkets and get ready for this wield. Short wield. Okay, so trinkets. Unequip all trinkets. He doesn't have a bleed skill. We'll give him disease resist since we're going back into a diseased place. Doesn't have a stun skill. Let's give him more damage. You get to have... You have a... I don't think you have a bleed skill. I know you have a bleed skill, so you can have a bleed stone. And tired dodge. You can just have your Eldritch Killing instance. Try that, I guess. And then leave room for anything that we might pick up along the way. Cool. And then let's provision, shall we? Okay, so for our short, we want 10 food. We want 10 torches. We want 1 key. We want 2 shovels. We want a holy water. We already have medicinal herbs. We want bandages. And we want anti-venom. Cool. We're working on that. We're hoping to get some clips going from this stream. The part of this whole streaming, I do appreciate the tip though, Top to Cop. The history I have with video production and all stuff is very much all about long form entertainment, and so learning the short form part of it is the part that I am currently working on this week. Because like, I would have loved to have a clip, and I'm gonna still probably try and make one from the longer form of the video from last week's stream when we were playing this game, and our Dismas died, which is horrendous for us. That's an immediately super unauspicious start to the run. Is week 2 we lose our highwayman that we start with. And that would make a really interesting clip. I just haven't made clips before. But once I start getting clips, I would love to start posting them on Instagram. I'll probably be posting them on all the socials. Because I do know short form is definitely the way that we should be moving. That's just the way that... Oh no! Just everything works right now. But it is the part that I am not as good at. But if you find something during this, feel free to make any clips. That would be really appreciated. I would really like that. And that would be really cool. But until then, we are going to try and catch some if we have any particularly cool moments today. And I will be on the lookout for them. But if you find any, feel free to make some. That would be really appreciated. Also, just some info, because I don't know if you caught the mantra and the big ramble at the beginning. The main reason we're doing this is I've loved this game, much like you said that you really like this game. I've loved this game for a really long time. It's one of the first games that I saw someone stream that made me be like, oh, hey, I've watched someone play this game and I have actually now gone and purchased this game. Ooh, a journal. Sebastian's watch was his last. We were jolted during our evening's repast, the best we could make in these murky halls of our once great house, from the roar and flash of black powder. We dropped our bowls and hurried to him. All we could find was his spent pistol and a trail of blood, leading into a maze of shadows. We press on. Yeah, and so it's one of those games that I just fell in love with. It was the first one that I watched someone else play it, and I was like, I have to buy that game. I have to do it, because I think the story and the just intricacies and the puzzle solving of it behind this game is so cool. And I've played hundreds upon hundreds of hours of it at this point. That being said, I have never actually finished the game. So what we're doing here on Dungeon Crawl Mondays is it's giving me an opportunity to play these games that I've been meaning to play forever and that I really want to beat. And it's forcing me and incentivizing me to actually beat them. So that's what we're trying to do here. And if we find some cool clips along the way, that would be awesome. But I've made it pretty far. Historically, I've made it like 50 odd weeks in, but I've just never actually finished the game, which is the whole point of the stream now, is we're just gonna play it for a couple hours every week, and it'll give me the incentive to hopefully actually finish it and stick through it. And also one of those where it's like, as you've probably been able to notice as I've been sitting here playing, I'll look over to the left. It's because I'll also admit I'm not the best at this game, and so I'm learning as we go. I'm trying to make smarter choices and learn what we should be doing. And so I'll be consulting things about parts of the game that I'm not as familiar with. Just to, you know, I know a lot of things about this game and a lot of specifics, but I don't know everything, and we're trying to make up for what we don't know here. So the whole point is we're here to have fun, and we're here to learn as we go. Huge heal from Tourneville. Let's go. Our marked guy has gone all the way to the back, so we can't actually hit him. We can kill this guy. Let's get rid of him.
Maintain the offensive.
Oh no, we dodged. Okay. Rend the marked. There we go. Now we're only worried about the fungal artillery, which can't do as much damage. And we can pull it closer and mark it. Come on, where was your 26th this time, Tourneville? Try and get rid of some stress while we can. There we go. Get the healing going. Oh no. That's what you get for bringing in a cultist to be your healer. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Finish him. There we go. Take all those. The whole reason we came in here was our deeds, so if we can keep finding more deeds, that would be huge. Heirloom chest is what we use our key for. Even more heirlooms. No scout. Okay.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Tree is anti-venom.
Strength to follow it.
So far, some good loot, which is nice. Oh, there we go. Let's go scout. And, oh, we get super scout. There we go. Perfect. So we just need to do 90% of rooms in this one. Anything from mummified remains that we actually care about? This can give us gold, which we don't hate. Gotta pay for the next expedition somehow. There's our first hunger check. Good to know. Spend a torch. Let's go to this room. Hey, more torch. There we go.
The promise of safety.
Oh no, spider fight. Hate spider fight. Spider fight sucks. And they both dodge. Great. And there's our mark. Okay, they're gonna mark him too. Okay. Don't like the 2 heals. I also don't like the blight into stun combo they got going here. Oh man, we can't hit anything to save our lives. This is gonna be bad. Oh, but we can get the big Q. There we go. 5, we'll take it. Keeps him alive. There we go. 1 less big damage. Okay. Nice dodge. Let's go. There we go. Okay, so there it is. That's it. Big crit heal. Essentially back to full. Let's just get rid of all of these pesky little bits. Get the dodge up again. Keep our buff going. There we go. Cool, 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 cool. Just take all of those because we can. And let's keep going. Do, 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 do. We used all of our anti-venom already. I don't know that there's anything else worth getting out of the old tree if we don't have anti-venom though. So it might just be a... This might just be a skip. Yeah, I mean, it's still a coin flip, and like we could try to coin flip. There we go. Never punished.
With loot,
Hit every coin flip.
supplies.
Oh no. Oh, okay. There we go. Warrior of Light is a huge pickup for Tornaville. Plus 10% damage if torch above 75%. Love that. That's a huge pickup. Okay, no scout? Okay, we're going in blind. We got this, chat. Nothing scary ever happens in the darkest dungeon. Another spider fight. Dang it.
The decisive pummeling.
Pole is pretty huge, though. Dodge both. That's not great for us. Thorneville, we need you to not die, please. Oh, that's not great.
Verified in a single strike.
Go all the way down to Death's Door. Get some damage going. There we go. Okay. Now we need you to win this speed roll again. We did not. Okay. Luckily, they are not attacking you. Okay. There we go. Let's reapply the buff. Don't attack. There you go. We got it. Okay, okay, okay. Tornaville might just live. Huge crit.
Ground quakes.
Love that crit. And chop. Chop.
Success so clearly.
Get rid of that. There we go. And then
Merely
get all of these.
the light.
We can have him eat 2 food because we can't get hunger checked twice. So he can have 2 hit points.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
That's 2 spider fights in this dungeon, which is just rude. Okay, room battle with Curio. This is what we bring our shovels for.
A victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with misintent.
We can medicinal herbs. We got more food.
Trinkets
That's
and
great.
nobles
Heal more with food.
are in blood.
Okay, there we go. And
The match is struck. A blazing
can we...
star.
Okay, perfect. It's not a third spider fight, which would have just driven me crazy. Battle Ballad, let's go. We are here for war. There we go. First one down. Second one down. Heal yourself. There we go. Perfect. We are back in this. Ectoplasmic Perfusion. We got 2 dodges. They gave us a big guy, which isn't great. Resisted the move. Hey, it's better than nothing. Can these bleed? They both bleed. There we go. Love that. Please, yes, attack my tank. None of you have attacked my tank this entire time. The whole point of him being here is you will attack him. What disease did you just get, Bertrand? Let's do big chop. Huge crit, massive crit. Love that for us. Big 11. Big chop. Huge crit from Bertrand. And then final hit. There we go. We got them. We'll continue adventuring because there is a camp here. Traveler's tent. What's the interaction with Traveler's tent? Well, it's not the worst odds. Let's have you. There you go. Never punished. Ooh. We probably will not need the next shovel. So we'll take more crests, and then we read another journal. This is my favorite part about this, is just the Lovecraftian journals and just all of the lore you get. Journal of Darius, Highwayman, 4 of 6. Day 7. We tangled with some unruly louts. Raven called them cultists. They were ferocious, but clumsy. Awesome. What illness did you contract? You contracted bad humors, minus 20% max HP. That sucks. Well, we just keep getting people with more and more diseases. Eerie spiderweb? Anything in particular we care about with eerie spiderweb? Gain loot and a trinket, nothing. Negative quirk, negative quirk. Bandages is what we want. We have those. Oh, we already had that information. Yeah, we just get good stuff. Oh, and we learned that we can't go there because we already got rid of our shovel. So let's just eat all of our food. Make room for this. And then get out of here. Quest complete. Perfect. Nice and easy. In and out of the weld. Great first run of the stream. Made a profit. Got a lot of deeds, got a lot of crests. Perfect. Hard-skinned, love that. Huge for our tank. Faithless we don't like. Spiritual we do like. And then Bertrand got scientific, which is not good. He does not get healed. He has minus 20% HP, and he doesn't like being healed. Okay. Now, let us start getting people ready for the next adventure. Ooh, Berserker Mask is kind of huge. Berserker Mask is a good Necromancer, but we don't have a Necromancer team yet. We still need to build a Necromancer team for this run. And we just do not have one. We have bits of our team ready. So like if we sort by level, we have Reynald all ready to go. We just need to get some other people to level 2. Specifically, we need to Baloy to get to 2. And that's kind of it. And then probably one of our Vestals. And then probably our Highwaymen. Either Rancor or Percy. Speaking of, let's probably take Percy on this next one wherever we go. We've got a short estate map. Bag of Marbles is pretty good. We've got a short here. It's going to give us portraits. We don't really want... We really only care about... Short. We don't have anything that's giving it... Oh, we have deeds here. If we want to go and kill the wizened hag. But I don't think we have a hag team yet either. Yeah, we do not have a hag team. We are so far away from a hag team. Okay, so we're either doing this Warrens or we're finally entering the Cove. I think I'm fine with either of those. I think Cove is pretty good. Let's see what we can do about getting more party slots, though, and if we have... Since, like, we really want this Grave Robber, and we might even want this Man-at-Arms, but we really need to get space to do that. Can we get there changing all three of these, and we trade in both of these? So those can only get us that, so we might as well not even try. Do this, we need 4 more. There we go. That gets us to 25, which means we can get 4 more. And then we're working towards our final roster size of 29. Okay, so this gets us our Grave Robber, which we really want a Grave Robber. Gives us a Man of Arms. And then don't think we want another occultist. We already have 2 good occultists. We only have 1 jester, so let's get another jester. Cool. So I'm liking that. We are now going to go look at this cove. We are going to put together a team for this dungeon. And that team is going to be our Hellion. It is going to be our Grave Robber. It is going to be an Occultist. And it is going to be our Plague Doctor of Blight and Blood. Do we have Mighty Yop? We do not. So we need to go buy Barbaric Yop. Do we have any good trinkets for a Hellion? We have Leadstone, which is pretty good for them. And I guess we can do that. And then Grave Robber. Oh, Bad Healer is bad. Fragile is also bad. Steady is really good, though. We really like Steady. Grave Robber... I don't think we have anything for Grave Robber. Yeah, I really don't think we've got anything for Grave Robber. We can do this generic good item. Blight resist. Stun chance we like on him. And then you get to hold the wand of being Eldritch this time. Okay. Now, let's get some skills going. At 18,000 to work with? That's not bad. Okay, so Ashul, we need to buy... Yup. I also don't like not having Iron Swan. We don't necessarily need Breakthrough yet. For Grave Robber, we need to have Toxin Trickery, which we already have. And we need to have Throw Dagger, which we already have. So I think we'll be good with those two. For you, we need to have battlefield medicine, which we already have and can upgrade, so let's upgrade it. And we want blinding gas, which I don't think we have yet. So let's get blinding gas. And then occultist. We just want all of his range skills, which we already have his range skills and we have his weird construction. I guess we'll just grab vulnerability hex and then make his weird construction better. Yeah, let's do those. Okay, so bleeding pendant we also really want is the thing though. Do bleeding pendant and then we should have done that first. Okay. Now, don't remember, chat, how to sell to the Nomad Wagon. Oh, shift. Okay. Since, like, we don't need 2 virtuous chalices, I don't think. Or 2 bleed stones. But now that we have this bleeding pendant, we can put the bleeding pendant on instead of the bleed. There, and then let's reconfigure what all of our things are. So we've got Wicked Whack, Iron Swan, Barbaric Yop, and then if it bleeds, I think, is what we want. And then Linum, we want all of the things that they already have. Alloy, we want to have, I will take Precision, Battlefield Medicine, Emboldening Vapors, and Blinding Gas. And then Columbaires. We want to have Pistol Artillery, Weird Construction, Vulnerability Hex, and Daemon's Bowl. Perfect. And then while we are here, let's do the responsible thing. Percy is still stressed out of his mind and diseased, but we have someone else that we need to heal from disease, so Percy can get stress relief this time. Where's our cheapest one? First, let's get Bertrand healing from his bad humors. And then Percy, go drown yourself in gambling and feel better, my man. And then this should be enough for us to start this. Okay, so we want to bring with us 10 food. We want to bring with us 8 torches. We need 2 keys. We need 2 shovels. We already had a shovel because we're bringing a grave keeper, so we don't need more than 1. We need 1 holy water. We want 1 medicinal herb. And then we want 2 bandages. Okay. Away we go. Into the cove. Okay, chat, let's do this. First cove run of the run. So caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out. Can't get lucky. No scout. Immediate fight. Okay. we will throw dagger. Oh, nice. Immediate crit. Huge. Incision on the grouper. Already got a bleed on it. Perfect. Whew. This is already an amazing first run. Vulnerability hex on the guy that's harder to hurt. And then that gives us a barbaric. Yup. Stun the first two. There we go. Six. And hopefully some bleed. There we go. Throw a dagger, and then with your 2 bleed, that'll bring you down to 1. This guy's dead. We only have to worry about hurting this drowned thrall. Now he's at 1, and he's going to die to his bleed.
Unforeseen, unforgiving.
And then you'll die to that. Easy. Easy as pie. Ghoulish horrors brought low and driven into the mud. We get to the fish carcass. What do we want to do to fish carcass? Medicinal herbs on fish carcass. Whole bunch of treasure and more medicinal herbs. There we go. Perfect, since we see another fish carcass immediately.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
There we go.
Now it must be carried home.
Perfect, perfect. Ooh, and we get a surprise? This is huge for us. We want to pull this guy immediately so that we can kill him before he does anything insane. We can stun here. Snail resisted. There we go. We have killed the shaman, which is the first thing because we have 0 sanity checks here. So we can't deal with stress damage. There we go. Nice 4 damage there. Oh, see, this is why I love Hellions. This is why I love Hellions so much. Just the ability that they have to do that is perfect. Let's see, you get some bleed on you. And then can we pull you? We can. And we get rid of the corpse. There we go. The Revenge. He just explodes. Brine does some damage. Then he gets a debuff. Toxin Trickery. 2. 1 and a bleed. And a bleed. And then he can just heal himself. Perfect. Perfect fight. Perfect. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Take all. And then unlock Strongbox. Nice. Once again, no scout. Oh no, we got a collector. This is the worst. This is the worst. Okay, so I don't really know how to do a collector fight with this team generally. Okay. We have to kill the highwaymen first, which unfortunately we got 2 highwaymen. And then we can ignore this man-at-arms, which is great. Okay, and then we have to attack that. So we are going to start trying to kill these highwaymen as fast as possible. You just immediately try to get a back row stun. Immediately. Love it. Just get damage in. And then if it bleeds... Oh, Wicked Hack can also hit this guy. Perfect. Okay, so we stunned one Highwayman. We killed the other. Now we're going to try and kill the next one. We have missed. Our Grave Robber is doing pretty good. He has guarded him, so we have to yop. Because that's the only way to get him to stop guarding, but he didn't get there. Pull collector? Or pulling collector? Oh, Man-at-Arms is not doing that. Perfect. Let's embolden here. Perfect. All Highwaymen are dead. That's exactly what we want to see. Collect Call, we don't love seeing because it gives him more heads. And he gets 2 more Highwaymen? What is this? Vulnerability Hex. Yop again. We yop and perfect. We got the double stun. Damage is damage. Show collection. 13 only? Okay, that's good. Head games. We've changed his guard. 8 damage here. Can we get this double stun? We can. He's now no longer guarding. Miss is not good for us. Okay, let's hope that we can still go faster. We can. He lived on 1. No. Okay. We can... There we go. We killed him. No, Headhunt is not good. See, that's why we don't like that. Highwaymen do so much damage. Now he's dead. Perfect. We got there. Get the heal going. Of course, we gave ourselves bleed. A big yop, please. They resisted. What do you mean you have offensive skills? You aren't supposed to have offensive skills. Use this bandage. You do more damage. You get it? Seven there. Collect Call. We got 1 more Highwayman? 2 more. How does he get 2 Highwaymen every single time? Crit's huge. Love the crit. Kill that Highwayman. Nice dodge. I don't like that this guy can actually do things. Oh, I hate that even more. That's just a straight... He's almost dead. We have to weird healing. Good thing we got Earl. Hey, Winnie Austin. Welcome, welcome. It's great to see you again. We are trying not to lose. This is a roaming boss fight that can just randomly appear sometimes. And it's very, very powerful. Oh, and they keep getting more highwaymen. Why? We're just gonna start trying to do some damage to this collector while we've got it. And can we make it so he's not guarding anymore? We can. Perfect. 8 damage. We don't have any more yops left. And you make it bleed. There we go. So that's dead now. Please don't crit in. Yes! Love a dodge. Love a dodge. Love a dodge. Love a 15. Let's go, Columbia. He's dead.
This is how a life is taken.
11's huge. Love an 11. There we go. No more highwaymen. We don't have to worry about highwaymen right now. That's perfect. Now you can only try to kill this guy because collector's too high. Love a stun resist. 1 highwayman, please? Nope. We get once again 2 highwaymen. Don't stun. Got the stun. Wild. 12 is good. 13's huge. Love that. 4's good. Okay, how do we live this? You just get to attack there because it's the only place you can attack. No, we needed that to hit. Show collection. Luckily, show collection does no damage, but we're slowly getting a scary town on this. We have to kill you before you do a billion jillion damage. And then don't get stunned. Love a stun resist. Okay, he's now going to heal himself. Eventually we're going to kill this guy too, entirely on accident. But 14. We're now 1 attack from the Hellion away from just killing the collector. Ooh, love a crit heal, and it gets rid of his bleed. Collect call. At this point, we just kill the collector. Any ability that can attack the collector is attacking the collector. Thrown dagger, collector. Head games is guarding. Heal there. Unfortunately, you can't attack the collector because any attack you would make on the collector is... Oh, please don't heal so much heal. Now that you're not guarded, at least. Okay, headhunt is going to be bad because you're going to go there. Don't kill my occultist. Okay, they're perfect. They're making the wrong attacks. We love this. We love this. Collector dead. Which means that these both die. And so now we get some of the best items in the game. This one is just a whole bunch of money. But there are some ways... Honestly, what we probably should have done is killed our torch before that fight ended. Because if you don't have torch when you finish that fight, you can get heads, and if you get heads, those are really, really good because they just only work on certain... I don't even think they work on certain classes. I think they work on any class, but they just have massive buffs. And getting early heads is really good for a run. We unfortunately do not get any heads from our run. Okay, there's our hunger check. Oh no, there's a trap. Luckily, it's on a person that we don't care if they get the trap. Torch. Torch. Okay. We are... Okay, this is a crazy fight. And we lost the speed. Okay, so we need to heal Colombier first. So that's what we'll do. And then let's try and stun these back too. Perfect. You can attack him. And you can yop. Big old yop. Love a yop. Okay, we have done enough damage that they healed instead of doing stress damage to us, which I will always take. We're gonna start putting some bleed on you. You're gonna... Oh, nope. You missed the grouper. That's not good. Seven. Just basically undo that last attack. He's gonna protect there. We are going to try and Iron Swan. Okay, so now any hit here is gonna be pretty good for us because we will just kill that guy. Nice. Perfect. The healer is dead. That guy, we're just gonna keep stacking bleed on him. 8, 9, 9, 12. Let's heal up our grave robber. Which was the perfect call. Okay, so we will yop. Yeah, let's try and get rid of this Guardian. Okay, now Colombieres is going to heal himself.
Compassion is a rarity in the fever of battle.
Or, yeah, they don't do a ton. These guys are the ones that do any amount of damage. Really. So let's try and kill them. There's one down. You can be healed, and it'll heal your bleed. Spearfishing, Colombieres is gonna have to heal himself again. An 11's huge. We love an 11, Colombieres. Okay, so now we can't kill him without killing him, unless we yop. And now since we have yopped, he is not protecting him anymore, so we can start attacking the pelagic grouper. There we go. 3 damage we'll take. Basically healed it all off immediately. Weird healing? Okay, we'll take a 7. Okay, so that's some bleed there. Can we get the stun? We can. Perfect. So he's dead if he takes literally no more damage. And if he takes any more damage, he's for sure dead. You just heal people at this point. Don't like that. but you can just attack, because this guy's just gonna have a million prot. And everyone's gonna be bleeding. So you heal yourself. Get rid of your bleed. You heal them. You heal yourself, get rid of your bleed. There it is. Okay. This dungeon has been absolutely cursed. There's that. Can we even get hunger checked again? We can technically get hunger checked again. So we can't get rid of our food. Let's get rid of this anti-venom. We really want these deeds. Okay. What's inside the giant oyster and how do we open you? Giant oyster is shovel. Okay, so use our shovel. Just gold. We like gold. Okay, so who can actually... Oh, Grave Keeper, you've got great trap disarm. Perfect. Let's get rid of that trap disarm. Oh, and another free torch.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
And then we're gonna have another hall battle. 2 crates kind of sucks. We know this hall battle can't be the collector because we've already hall battled the collector this run. This is an insane thing to say. Let's pull this. Damage the stinger. Stunned. Let's get some bleed here, and then if we can get our Hellion to go before, we can just kill the Acolyte before the Acolyte can start really messing us up. Perfect. Acolyte's dead. Done. That saves us so much trouble. Okay, shocker. Resist the stun? Nope. Resisted the debuff, did not resist the stun. Rend for the old gods. Inflicted bleed. Can't inflict more bleed, so let's just heal. We inflicted more bleed. Kill this guy since they stun everyone. Kill the corpse. Clear the bleed. Oh, that's not a good crit. And it got bleed. Jeez. 9. Not bad. 7's great. We like those. We like those. We don't like how many times we've been crit, but get rid of our bleed. Oh, nice. Do we get a bleed? We do. Okay, he's dead. That's the game. Oh, it doesn't matter. We go first anyways. So, our Hellion's just going to do all the damage. Okay. We have one more room battle at some point. It's this last room. We got 2 more battles in this dungeon. Let's go. Ooh, and we got a surprise? Nice. We love a surprise. Not a ton of damage. Damage nonetheless. Can we stun? Yes. Can we stun? Sort of. Nope. We can't stun either of the front ones. Okay, dodge the Seaward Slash. That's good. That's the attack that does the most damage. Okay. Can we kill this guy? We can. Great. Dead. Seaward Slash. Huge damage. Not great for us. Can we get a bleed on the snail? No. We can get a good heal here. Good. That's good. We were able to undo essentially that Seaward Slash. Nice. This grouper is going to be dead soon. Snail. Jeez. This snail is popping off. Now we are in the state where we can only ever do 1 damage to the snail. We hopefully can get a bleed going. Grouper can just die. And then this will probably land a bleed. There we go. So this is also dead now. Let's heal you. And that gets him back up to full. And then the snail dies. Take all those. A map inside. Do we find a secret room? We don't find a secret room. Barnacle crusted chest. How do we open a barnacle crusted chest? This is our last shovel. Okay, shovel makes that. Perfect. And then we're now heading into our last fight. Yes, we love a surprise. Okay, so kill the healer and the stress dealer first. Can we stun? We got a stun. Okay. So let's start trying to get rid of this guardian, because he's going to take forever to kill. He's going to just blow up at some point. Okay, don't like that, so we're going to have to heal him. Spearfishing. Rather than be doing spearfishing because it does less damage. We don't want them to be around ever, so they're just dead now. Ooh, huge crit. Love that. And we get a bleed. So this guy, we're just going to kill him then. Let's yop with you. And then let's heal our Hellion. That's the worst heal yet. Not the worst heal possible because it wasn't the 0 since you can get those. Yeah, he's dead. We're just going to keep throwing daggers. Can we get a bleed here? We can. There we go. Love those bleeds. We also love the targeting here. They're hitting the people that we want them to hit, and they're not hitting the person we don't want them to hit. Except for that guy. This guy just hit the person we didn't want him to hit. But we got a massive heal on our Hellion. So let's go. And then Hellion, you can not be dying. That's some good damage, and then they'll die to the bleed, so they didn't even get to explode. Couldn't get the damage there. Could there. Seaward Slash is not good, though. We really wish they didn't have a Seaward Slash. We're gonna yop, and then we're gonna heal. Or heal and then yop. Heal is good. Be like 7. Heal that again, and then a big old yop. Yup. We didn't get the one we wanted, but it does let us hit this guy with our Grave Robber, which is good. Okay, heal you again. We just miss? Ow. 2 damage, 3 HP. Another big yop. Okay, we have dropped the protect. Perfect. Kill this grouper. And then let's make it black as pitch. and then kill, and then this will give us max rewards.
Seize this momentum. Push on.
And we can go. Nice. All in all, that was a pretty good first cove. Like, coves can be pretty bad, just because the fish enemies do really a ton of damage sometimes. But that was a good first cove. Okay, do we get a good one here? We get Night Blindness, which is fine. Plutomania and Unerring. Oh, that's huge. We love plus 10 damage to range skills. And then Dipsomania, hence craving for alcohol.
A fresh irritant, the sun. A sanguine memory into me.
Okay, so Percy, we're gonna finally get rid of your last disease. Stagecoach. Any good stagecoaches? We got another set of man-at-arms. I don't know. Is there anything we need a man-at-arms for beyond the first one? Like, do we need 2 man-at-arms at any specific point? We only need 1 man-at-arms ever for the first Darkest Dungeon, as far as I know. And then we want a man of arms for Prophet. We want a man of arms for Swine Prince. Man at arms is good for Brigand Wolf as well. Yeah, so I don't think we need more than 1. Okay, so I don't think we actually care about any of these, which is fine. Do we care about anything here? Ooh, we get better items. Don't think we care about either of those items, particularly. Unequip all trinkets from all heroes. Let's jump into... Uh, 17,000. See if we can find any other short. Gunslinger's Buckle is also very good. Oh. Oh, we have a short here with a Speedstone. Speedstone's actually one of the better common items, just because speed is really good. This is also short. We already have a Warrior's Bracer, though. I think I'd rather have portraits than crests. I think we'll do another wield. Okay, so this one we are just going to take in specific our zeros, though, since we don't want to have any more zeros. Let's do these guys. And view palm. Okay. Percy. Okay, Flagellant we like having up front. He's good at it. We want him to have a much higher bleed skill. We don't want him to move. Percy, we need to give him the abilities to actually be good. One of which is open the vein, which can't actually give him anything good for anymore. Oh, but we can give him Drifter's Buckle, which is very good for right now. And then you have Crush, you have Defender, you have Command, Bolster. You don't have Rampart, which is one of the ones you want. So we'll have to get you. And we have to get some of your move ones. Like, we have to get you Rampart for sure. And then you do have Inspiring Tune. We have to get you Battle Ballad. And I don't actually want you to have Finale. Okay, so let's go back to town. Oh, Percy. Oh, Percy's getting help. That's right. Bibo. Care about Reclaim. I don't care about Endure. I don't care about Suffer yet. So let's not do that. Just do Percy. Percy, you're gonna want Point Blank Shot. You're gonna want Duelist Advance. And you're gonna want Open Vein. You're gonna want Rampart. And Retribution. And then Viewpoint, we want to give you Battle Ballad. Okay. So. Dirk Stab, Harvest, Battle Ballad. We want you to have Crush, Rampart, Defender, Retribution. We want you to have Duelist Advanced, that Point Blank Shot, Pistol Shot. And you are perfect just the way you are. Okay, we're gonna go into the Weald. We're going to take this team. We are going to make this work to the best of our abilities. Morning again, Winnie Austin. How's it going? Cancel a bark. You mean Viewpoint does not have all of their combat skills? Oh, he doesn't. There we go. We want that one. We want 10 food. We want 10 torches. We want 1 key. We want 2 shovels. We want 1 holy water. We have 1 medicinal already. We want 2 bandages. And we want 3 anti-venom. Okay, let's try this. This should be fine because it is a short dungeon. And that's really the most important thing for us right now. Is we just finish these short dungeons so that we can have levels. We got surprised, which is not good, but we have a move party. So a move party getting surprised is actually pretty good for us. Love getting the bleed. Get more bleed. We're also just like a bleed heavy party is what I'm noticing. Which is good because damage over time is actually very, very powerful. Duelist Advanced is huge here. And then stabbing our men-at-arms is also kind of what we want him to do. It's like that 4 bleed already killed that guy. Everything turns red. Let's guard this guy. Battle Ballad, already great. That guy can just be dead. And then this guy will be right behind him because he's 4 and he's going to take 6 damage per round. There it is. Dots are great because dots, if people die from dots, they die on their turn, saving turn economy for you. And if they die from dots, they don't leave behind corpses, and corpses generally just can get in the way. Okay, so let's go. Empty crate, no. Okay, I didn't find a fight here. Okay, this is fine. We just have the one spider that we have to care about. This guy's dead. Let's do Battle Dance. It's mainly what we want. Blight is okay. Grave Nibble. We don't like the stress, but we have our stress. Like our team that can deal with stress is the team that we brought. There you go. So nothing really is going to be doing any damage that we care about anymore. That guy's dead. And then we can point blank shot, and this combat is over. And we are done. There we go. We don't need more food, so let's eat it here. And then you can have an anti-venom. Bandages. Hopefully we get more bandages. We don't. Here we get a torch. We can just immediately use the torch. Do we get a room battle here? We do. Oh, this is a rough room battle too. Good thing we got a surprise. Okay, so we get to use his ability here for the first time. Get a whole bunch of bleed on these back row enemies. Five damage to that person. And then 2 damage. And we've marked ourselves. Stressful incantation dodged. Perfect. So now we can protect here next turn. Stressful incantation killed him. Perfect. We are a riposte team. All we are trying to do is just infinite damage when everyone hits us. Start healing some of this stress. Kill that guy. Bleed this guy. Oh, he resisted the bleed. That's crazy. Eldritch Pull. There we go. Rampart. Kill that guy. See, and now these two can just move back and forth over and over again. And now he's low enough that he can use his heal spell, his heal skill. There we go. He gets a little bit more sanity. Duelist Advance. Take everything, and then an unlock Struck Box. We get more deeds. That's what we wanted. That's the whole reason we're here, is to try and get more deeds.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay. Now we have to go finish exploring 90% of the room. So.
The match is struck. A blazing
Medicinal herbs. Do we get more herbs? No, but we do get a lot of food, which is good. We did just get hunger checked, and we are going to have to do actually quite a bit more exploring. Oh, huge scout. Can we get a super scout? No. But we can do this way. Okay. Okay, so we've got 2 sanity, and we've got 2 guys that care about mark, and we have a guy that marks himself. We missed. That's not good. That's buff.
inspiration and improvement.
Let's do some good damage there. And then we'll mark ourselves for the guys that care about marked targets. Doomsay, we don't like. Stressful Incantation, we care a little bit less about because it lets us actually rebuttal. Okay, there we go. Our riposts are working, which is good. Oh, Haibo is almost dead.
Press this
There we go.
Give them no quarter.
Heal some stress. Accusation we like as well, just because it gives us a riposte.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
That does some good damage and pushes him back. Rampart pushes him back even further and stuns. They both heal a little bit, which is good because he's almost dead. I don't actually know when we want the flagellant or what we want to use the flagellant for, but the flagellant can be pretty good. And that's why we keep him around. Accusation we like, because it gives us a riposte.
Knowing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Nice crit. We love a crit. It helps with all of the permanent stress we're getting every round. Okay, we'll kill that guy. And our riposte is down. Groping Swipe. Ooh, I don't like that.
As life ebbs,
That death door.
terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Didn't get any heal. That's great. Buff everybody. Doomsay at least doesn't do any damage, just does stress. Sanguinite, heal ourselves this time? Nope, he continued getting 0 heal. Let's just shoot this guy. Just get rid of him. Try and get another stun. We got another stun. That's huge for us. Okay, so this guy we're only going to be able to heal with food, probably. Because he keeps just rolling 0s on his heal. But we can at least make him not stress die. The least we can do. Shoot him again. Okay. Take all of that. You eat all of this food. Okay, so flagellant, hopefully we don't need, because we are probably not going to make it out of this dungeon with him. Mummified remains, I don't think we have anything left that we can use to interact with mummified remains. Because bandages we are already out of. Go for it? Nothing. Okay. I agree, better than a trap. At least it's not something that's killing us actively. Now, what do we find going this way? We find a trap, then we get the Super Scout. Okay, so we do know about the trap, so we can get rid of the trap. It's good for us. Ooh, there's stuff in the crate. We love that. Also, there's like no room battles. There's only been hallway battles, which I'm also okay with. It's like just the wild thing that can be, okay, so we've got a guy that can mark, and we've got a whole bunch of things that care about marking. Exsanguinate this guy. Love the huge heal there. Let's go, Flagellant. This is why Flagellants are good. They can sometimes do stuff like that. Just heal themselves, and he's got 5 damage per round for the next, like, forever. Fungal Artillery. They're gonna mark him, which I get that. That makes sense. Rend the marked. Defend the mark. There you go. Heal this guy since he's got infinite stress. Kill this guy. Because that's how that interaction works. Damage here is good. Now we've got 2 marked guys. This should bleed, and then he's dead. So now we just have to worry about this guy. He's got 2 targets he's gonna go for, and both of them are actually this guy, which means he'll always take damage. That's the interaction. So marked means that a lot of enemies will just inherently only try to hit your marked targets. Guard means that anyone that hits him actually hits him, who's also marked. And then riposte, if I get attacked by anything, I immediately counterattack. Nice. Rampart. And then he's stunned. And then we can just keep stacking bleed. So now he's got enough bleed stacked on him that he's going to take 6 damage at the start of his turn. He has less than 6 HP. Fight's over. And we have won. Okay, so now we are going to go back. Then we're going to do this hallway, and then that'll get us to mission complete, and then we'll go to the last hallway. And this is probably something that we would have needed our shovel for. Oh, I even knew that trap was there. I forgot to just do it. Back is empty. Continue adventuring. Is this our room fight? No, it's not even a room fight. Cool, so then we're just gonna do this. And we're just gonna go here and we're gonna take this last treasure check. Take all that and we're gonna get out. That was, I think, the easiest weld we've done in a while, which is great since we didn't have our ideal weld team. We just had our 4 of our 5 level 0s, so we could get them to 1s. Skilled Gambler. We like Percy then to be gambling. Love Ballast. Ballast is huge, and I also like -5 range skills because he has 0 ranged skills. Chance to turn any miss into a hit is also huge. We're getting some really good turnarounds. Ooh, so now we have the opportunity to do district buildings. So from what I understand, the best district building to build is the bank, which we need a blueprint, which we have exactly 1. We need 15,000 gold, and we need 50 portraits. So now we are going to just only try and get portraits for a while, because the bank just makes it so that we basically trivialize the gold problem. Ooh, a second Houndmaster is huge. That's what we wanted. We now have 2 Houndmasters.
Forged by battle and bloodshed.
Okay, so now what we are going to do is find what our next embarkment is going to be. Let's also just look at this so we can leave it, because I don't think we're going to do PvP anytime soon. Return to the hamlet. Okay. Protective padlock. Okay. Surgeon's charm is also pretty good. Stress. Anything? Oh, Vivers is like dying of stress somehow, having never gone anywhere. And Ashul. This isn't a stress heal. Ashuli. We can cloister. And then Percy. And then Percy. Oh, he can only go to the brothel. That's right. Okay, let's find what we're going to do next, chat. We are going to... No matter what, we probably have to bring Vivers. Vivers, so... Shieldbreaker is an interesting class. They can pierce, which basically means that they ignore prots. They just always do damage, and then they can bypass guard with puncture. They can buff themselves, and then they can just hit everyone and move back. So they just move themselves around a lot. Because he's so stressed, we have to bring him with some people that can deal with stress. So let's bring Gavston. And let's bring Bertrand, because they can both do stress healing. And then for this, let's see which place we're going. So Cove only has a medium. Ruins is the only one. Honestly, I think we could probably do... Where's our antiquarian? Orbit class. Where are you? Antiquarian. Mules. And let's just do a huge money run here. And that's our play. Okay, so... Give him the Speedstone. We want him to go first. And then... Let's up his melee skills. You... are faithless. Oh, those are pretty good skills, actually. Give you the slippery boots. Let's give you a bleedstone. You... just give you both of these, I guess. And then you... blight resist... and don't die, essentially, is your only goal. Now, let's go make sure that we have all the skills we need. Vivers, we don't really need any of your other skills. We don't need Adder's Kiss. We don't need Expose. Captivate's pretty good, but we don't need it for this party. Gavston, we want Hound's Harry. We want Cry Havoc. And I think that's all we care about you having right now. Gavston already had everything we wanted to have. And Mules, I think also already has everything we need. Yeah, you already got everything we need. But let's just make your stuff better. We can also go to Blacksmith, I think. We need to do this, but we can afford to do this to some amount.
We are raising an army.
The armor smithing. And then let's buy our level 1's better armor. And then this should be good enough to go onto our ruins. Let's give it a try. We're gonna just try and make as much money as possible here. We want 9 food. We want 8 torches. We want 1 skeleton key. We want 2 shovels. And we want 3 holy waters. Okay. Let's try this. This should be interesting at the very least.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar.
Ooh, good scouting. We like that. Oh, we forgot to put the skills we wanted on here. So let's... We want these, this, and this. And for you, we already have them all that we want. For you, we have them all that we want. Because this guy's already at, like, peak stress, and we just need to deal with that. So our first interaction is going to be stack of books, which I know is just bad. Because it, like, if we torch on this stack of books, it will just kill this man. His resolve immediately tested. He's courageous. Let's go, Vivers.
A moment of valor shines.
We love that. Courageous is huge. Courageous is great for us. That has immediately trivialized the rest of this dungeon comparatively. This run is immediately blessed because we started with a guy at 100 stress and he immediately courageous procced. Okay, we're gonna get the loot from here. Okay. Blood-soaked pages torn from a journal. The others are gone. They were victims of a malevolent transformation. Their scales had rotted to soft, vulnerable flesh, slowly suffocating without gills. The worst was their eyes, close set and forced to squint through fleshy slits. I shudder, recalling the horrific and unclean warmth of their blood as I rinsed my talons. Nearly wretched, my death grant them soft mercy. I think we've gotten that one before. Okay, so moving backwards, you generally don't want to do, because if you move backwards, you get more stress. But there's nothing really in that hallway for us, and so we don't want to spend any time there. Stack of books. Once again, even more stress. These books have been nothing but horrible to us. Empty goblet we don't like. He's courageous, so let's pierce and harvest. He resisted. Okay. We will have him guard us. And then you and Hound's Harry, because that'll for sure kill you. Bump in the night. Good dodge. Bump in the night. Good dodge. There we go. 8. So yeah, as we can see, so like prot works in such a way that these characters are going to be taking less damage than they would otherwise. Like that did 4 damage and he could have done 4 to 7. Because this guy has some amount of prot, he won't take that. Whereas this will always do max damage because we ignore prot with the shield breaker. Okay. You can stand and fight. We can get the buff off immediately, which is good. Because I like having dodge on everyone. Because of that. Because it means that people don't hit us. Our buffs are insane. We have just a billion buffs. There we go. Crit. Huge. Bump of the night. Does get hit. The thing that we don't have is any heal. So we do want to try and deal with that. Can't be guarded. Protect me. Kill that guy. Okay, so now all that's left is this guy. He can't do a ton of damage. And we're pretty good at keeping ourselves healthy. There's that. There's 9 damage. There's 4 damage. Fight over. Take all that. Okay. Locked display cabinet. Let's use a shovel for this one. Smash it open.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Okay, so we're gonna go this way. Hunger check. Here's our next shovel use.
Stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Okay, so now we're gonna go into our first room fight. Have you tried the trap this time? Since the last time the Houndmaster did it, he hurt himself. So, don't want that. Oh, we got another torch. Take it. Okay, here's our first room fight. This means we are going to use our first dog treat in this fight. Okay, there's 10 damage there. We're gonna try and get bleed on these two. First fight. First. Okay, there we go. So the dog treat's pretty good just because it makes it so all of his stats are just better. And we'll buff everyone so we can try and get some good dodge going. Slice and dice. Rain of whips. 1 damage to everybody. Kill this guy. He's dead. Now we just have to kill the Brigand Bloodletter. Part of that, we are going to do one of these. Make sure that everyone is doing better. Stack more bleed. No. Punishment. We'll take it. Buff our dodge even more. Just do damage. Okay, so if we can do 3 more damage. This guy. Perfect crit. There we go.
Perhaps the turning point.
Take all of that.
These horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Take all that. Last hunger check. We can't get hunger checked there. We could get hunger checked there.
The way is lit. The path is
Ooh,
clear.
alchemy table. What can we do with alchemy table? Alchemy table is a torch, and medicinal herbs gives us jewels, which we'd rather have jewels.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Shovel, give us more gold.
The light, the promise of safety.
Oh no, we got surprised. That's not good. You're gonna pierce this guy. Like, no damage, but it is still an issue. Okay. So, we'll do the buff. Get down. Move to the back. Get out of dodge. Another dog treat. Nice dodge. Bertrand is not looking great. I don't know that we're gonna get bleed because these guys can't get bleed, but... Oh no, that's not good. That's very bad. That's very, very bad. Okay. Dodge. Make our dodge infinity. Got 2, so we'll do this just because that'll for sure kill it. Good dodge. The fact that we were able to get our dodge so high is really actually so clutch for us. That's so bad. Okay. Kill that guy. Done. Perfect. Kill this guy. He has 1 hit point left, so we can probably kill him with the Jester. Yep, there he is. Now we just have to kill this guy before he kills us. 28 dodge helps so much with not dying here. Let's do this. Try and heal any of this stress that we can. 9 damage is very good. Just keep maxing that dodge. The fact that we have 50 dodge on them and 33 on this guy. Okay, stun. Can we get the stun? We can. Perfect. And then he can just be dead.
These nightmarish creatures can't be felt. They can't.
Sarcophagus? It's not a locked sarcophagus, so I think we can just open it. Yeah. Ooh, we get scouting. That's nice. Another room fight. Hate that. I like that we get the surprise. There's that. Okay. Bleed. We got the bleed. 2 damage. He has 3 hit points though. So we have to do this. So now he's dead on his turn. And then we're gonna just keep buffing the heck out of dodge.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Because that's the only thing we can do. We have no healing, so the only actual healing we have is just don't take damage because our dodge is so high.
Taken.
Nope, don't like that. How big is our bleed? Our bleed is pretty big. Dodge is good. We like dodge. Death's Door is not great for us. Mist is bad. Buff everything. Bleed everyone. Buff his dodge and prot. Buff everyone's dodge. How much bleed can we stack on this guy? Not enough bleed, what it turns into. But we can stack enough damage on this guy. Nope, we can't. He has 1 hit point left. Death's Door. He didn't die. That's good. Dodge. Whew, perfect. Okay. Crit here is huge. How much dodge can we get? Perfect, he dies. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, take all these. We are so close to losing this. We need to find food. We did not. We instead find bookshelf. What do we care about bookshelf? Bookshelf. Maybe we look at a different one. Bookshelf. Is bookshelf worth interacting with? Yeah, there's enough good things that can happen from bookshelf that we can bookshelf. Journal entry. So we got the minor antique and then journal page. Journal of Darius, Highwayman, 2 of 6. Day 4. The road to this damned hamlet was a tricky one, both to find and to travel. When it revealed its ruined face, I swore I had never seen such neglect. Some buildings collapsed, uncaring residents fidgeting uselessly. I went swiftly to the tavern. Others, with similar interests, had gathered there, and I was assembled into an expedition. We leave at first light on the morrow. Okay. So, we are going to try and not lose anyone in this room fight. It's immediately going bad, but okay, so he won't die because he can't take any more damage for the next 2 attacks. We're going to immediately start buffing again. And buffing again. And damage. Bump in the night. He dodged. Perfect. He dodged again. We love it. So, let's... Ooh, I love the 5 there. You can't get any bleed on them because these guys can't bleed, but... Okay, there's our last Aegis. Dodge. Love it. Put back up the Aegis. Keep making it so we can never die. Kill somebody. A dodge is very good. Perfect. Love that crit. That crit was huge. Try and stun this guy. Got it. And then let's try and kill this guy. Perfect. Cool. Somehow we have navigated this fight perfectly. And this was way scarier than it had any right to be.
As we traveled from the hamlet, an eerie dread grew. We all felt it, but did our best to shrug it off. Sleep was difficult until Raven, one of my companions, passed me a bitter concoction. The most devoutest Therian prayed softly for our safety. Superstitious, but well-intentioned, I suppose. I am already falling asleep.
Scouting. One more fight, but there's also one more curio. I say we go for it. We're doing well enough in our fights that I don't actually think we are in any danger. Okay, so it's this fight. This fight is not bad. Ballad. Buff. Impale. Parry. Dodged. Love it. 42 dodge already is huge, though. Grave Nibble. Dodge. We've got infinite dodge. Dead. Perfect. And then you and stress heal him so he can at least start a little less stressed than he started. And then Hound's Harry. Everything's dead. There we go. This is a slow and insidious killer.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of
Stashed heirlooms. There we go. And then let's get into this and get out of here. We barely survived that, but we did make out like bandits. 14,000 from that run and a whole bunch of heirlooms is huge. Lurker. Okay. Warren's Explorer. We like that. Infirm and Twilight Dreamer. Ignores stealth. One here. So the thing is that Twilight Dreamer, insane. Oh, huge. We do not want it on our... We only get one for the entire run, and we do not ever want it on our Antiquarian. Who do we want to have our Twilight Dreamer? I don't know. Okay, so we have no more people that are level 0. So everyone's at least level 1, except for Reynald, who's 2. Perfect. So let's pull off all of our trinkets. Vivers, you just will have to... Oh, you get plus 20 stress whenever you idle in town. So let's actually immediately try to get rid of Ansi. That's why everything's been going so poorly for you. Ooh, getting a second Hellion would be sick. Especially one that's good against human, but we do not need another right now. How many of these? Okay, we can get 6. And then we can do that to get these. Thank you, Ida Wilson, for the follow. Thank you so much. Get lost? Why? I think we're doing pretty well here, and you don't need to be rude. Okay, so we're gonna start doing some mediums maybe. Book of Sanity, I don't think we need. Paralyzer Suppressed, not bad. Haste Chalice is pretty good for our Vestals. Short Warrens wouldn't be horrible. Defender Seal we definitely don't need though. I think it might be a Cove to get this Haste Chalice. Is the honest answer. Because Haste Chalice is very good. Let's go back to our Cove. See what we want from that. Okay, Cove. We want to bring the Dream Team again. So let's find the Dream Team. We want Linum. Linum is huge for us. Linum, you're going. Ashul, we want you. Baliol, we want you. And finally, we want Colombier. Or do we want Tornville? I think we want Tornville. Okay, so let's get cooking. We want you to have the Bleeding Pendant. And I think we probably want you to have the Warrior's Bracer. Nope. Come back. Come back, come back. Linum. There we go. We would like Linum to have the Sickening Satchel. And say the Speedstone. We want Dazzling Charm. And increased Belief skill chance. You get this and this. I like this. Now, let's go get some upgrades. Sort by my active party, please. Ashul. Let's make you better. Linum. Baliol. There's those. And then let's upgrade the skills that we are using. Take that one, and then you upgrade this. Daemon's Pole, Abyssal Artillery, and Weakening Curse. There we go. Okay. We are off to do our first medium. So, actually, we are not quite yet off. So, medium dungeons, chat. The big difference between all the dungeons we've done up until this point and our first medium dungeon is that medium dungeons you now get to have when you provision firewoods and camping. So, it's going to give us this thing here. So, this quest involves camping, and camping requires firewood. Firewood will give into you automatically. It gives heroes a chance to recuperate while you're wounded and stressed and wish to camp. You right-click on the firewood in your inventory. So you can camp at any point in the dungeon. When you camp, you get access to an entire new tier of skills that we've been looking at but haven't used called camping skills. So every class has their own subset of camping skills that they can use, and camping skills are very helpful. So they give you a whole bunch of good things. They help you reduce stress, they help you heal, they help you do a whole bunch of fun stuff. So like Encourage here would let you give one companion minus 15 stress. Wound Care heals someone and removes a whole bunch of status. Pep Talk makes it so they take less stress for the next couple of battles. Battle Trance makes it so that they do more damage, specifically to Hellion. Revel makes it so the entire party has a whole bunch of debuffs, but they also heal a whole bunch of stress, and they take 10% less stress for the next 4 battles. Reject the Gods gives all your companions stress, but releases it from you. And then Sharpened Spear gives the Hellion plus 10% crit for the next 4 battles. So the dungeons are now going to get much longer, is the main thing, allowing us to do this now here. It's going to spend a whole bunch of food. You get to choose how much food, either 4 or 8, and it's going to give you a whole bunch of benefits because you get to use camping skills. How you choose what your skills are is that if we go back to the estate, we can go talk to the survivalist up here at the camp. And if we do that,
Success depends on survival.
we can drag people over and we can buy survival skills for each individual player. For this, we have 5 specific camping skills that we want. We want to have Revel, which we already have. On here, we want to have Gallows Humor, which we have. And we want to have Snuffbox. We want to have Leeches, which we already have. And then Tornville, we want to have Unspeakable Commune, which we have. So we already have all of the skills we need. We only had to buy 1 more. Now we are going to find our paste. There it is. Now, the other thing is because these are going to be longer, we're going to need to take more provisions, which means that these quests are more expensive, but they have the opportunity to make it so that we get a lot more rewards. But it does mean that we need to buy more stuff. So we need 18 food for this run. We need 14 torches. We need 3 keys. We need 3 shovels. Oh, get rid of one of those shovels. We need 1 holy water. We need 2 herbs. I would actually like to bring more herbs because if we're going to be reveling, herbs is how we get rid of those debuffs. So I would actually like to bring 6 herbs. And then we're going to need 4 bandages. And then we are going to go on our first medium dungeon. So, as we can see when we look at our map is so much bigger in medium dungeons than it was before. And so at some point we are going to need to rest, and we're going to try and rest when we know we only have 4 more combats left. Because if we rest then when we try to do those combats, we'll have all of the buffs from our rest. Perfect traps disarm chance. Means that we are never going to miss that. And then we burn our first torch and head in here.
We find victory.
This is a bad fight. I hate this fight. Eight damage to this grouper. Sheesh. Stress wave. We are going to try and stun these 2. Heal here. Perfect. And then slash. Not great. Let's just kill this guy.
Give them no quarter.
Perfect. That's huge. That crit means a lot. That crit's very good for us. Let's yop. because we go before them this time, so we can try and stun this guy. We'll heal here. There we go. And then we can Plague Grenade. Put some blight on this fish. Oh man, getting the upgrades is already huge. We're doing so much more just of everything. Mew. 10 heal. Okay, we can't go first here, so we're going to get one more attack against the Grave Robber. Okay, but because we missed, now we're going to get the opportunity to heal the Grave Robber. Disappear, Grave Robber. Oh, maybe not, because that guy just did a billion jillion damage. Come back. And then let's start going back. Okay, this is a much better fight for us. We're gonna do one of these. Like the dodge there, that's a huge dodge for us. That's another huge dodge. Linum is doing great. Let's yop. Linum is healed. Love that. Good bleed. Kill this guy.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Weakening curse. Okay, so now he has 2, and he's going to take 2, so he's dead at the beginning of his turn. Jeez. Ashwill cannot hit anyone. It's not good for us. Shadow Fade.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And then you can try and heal her. Perfect. Love the crit. And then he's going to just explode. It's not good. We do not like that outcome.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Tax contents are yours. We'll take them. Okay, so, and now we get to go in. And don't get the scout chance. Barnacle crusted chest. We'll break that open. Get rid of these. Take more gold. Always want more gold. Stashed heirlooms.
Laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Okay, do we get a scout chance here? No, but we do get a fight, which I'm not super thrilled about. Let's do that. 15 crit, huge crit for us. If it bleeds. Okay, we're just gonna try and kill this bloodletter immediately. 15's huge. We love that. Shadow Fade. Blanket fire is not great for us. I think it's fine. That guy's dead. There we go.
Perhaps the turning point.
Iron Swan. Yeah, that guy's dead.
As the enemy crumbles.
Move. Think. Nice dodge. Huge dodge. Let's go, Tornville. If it bleeds. And then that Zola will be dead.
A faint hope blossoms. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Let's do a scout. Okay, we know there's gonna be a fight there. We're just trying to do 90% of rooms in this one. So we've got to do 3, 4, 5, 10, 14. We have to do 12 rooms. I don't want to rest yet. This is just so much gold. And this is not. So let's swap these. And then heirloom chest. Immediately get rid of these again. We want deeds. I also really want portraits. You'd be fine without crests for now. I hated that. Okay, so we're gonna go to the curio. Sparkle of coin, I see. It has a map. Ooh, we get even more scouting. So there's only this room battle. And there's these two battles. Disarm that trap. Oh, and we get the... That's the curio here. I think we might rest in this room. And I'll get into that decision tree in a second. Done those two. That's pretty good damage. Rend for the old gods. The bleed honor. Let's yop. Stun everybody. And then got some amount of heal. Kill this guy. No more stress damage. Good dodge. Heal the bleed. And we got a crit. Nice. We love a crit. Heal. Ooh, we love that. That's huge. Don't like that it came with a bleed, but it's on someone that can heal their own bleeds, so let's just do damage. Damage there. Good heal there. Love that. And then you can just heal your own bleed.
Compassion is a rarity in the fever pitch of battle.
And then good dodges. Let's go, Grave Robber. Kill this guy. Dead. Perfect. Huge, huge, huge. 6, 7, 1, 6. So 28. That's an insane heal. Such a good heal. Let's go, Tornaville. Just to be safe. Yep, we got the stun. Iron Swan. Nice crit. Let's go, Ashwil. Let's take those. We're gonna camp. Okay, so you get meal phase and skill phase. During the meal phase, we choose how much we eat. We are going to eat 8 food, just mainly because we're clearing up the spot. And then we're gonna do a whole bunch of good stuff here. So we are going to start with you, Unspeakable Commune, because if we do Unspeakable Commune, we don't have a nighttime ambush. That's a thing that can happen, is that in the nighttime while you're doing these things on medium or long dungeons, people can just show up and attack you. And to prevent that, you usually want to have at least one thing on your team that prevents nighttime ambush. For us, we have Unspeakable Commune. The trade-off is that it gives us all +7 stress. So we want to do that one. And then we have leeches in case we wanted to remove blight or disease, but we don't need to for any of those. We have, for her, Snuff Box, but that also only would remove disease, which we don't need. We have Gallows Humor, which is good. We have Revel, which we are going to do. That gives everyone a debuff though, which is why we brought all these herbs, because now everyone can have the herbs. And when you have the herbs, you don't have the debuff anymore. And then we need one more. Let's do night moves, just so we have a better scout chance. And then we are done with our rest. So now, for the next 4 battles, we have -10 stress. We're just not going to get any stress. And now we get to do the interact with the ship's figurehead. Which, if we do ship's figurehead, it increases your damage by 20% and your speed by 4 points until the end of the mission or until camp. So we will do that with her. Yeah, so now our Hellion's just going to do boku damage, which is perfect. That's what we want from our Hellion, always. It's just insane damage. Ooh, we get Coral. Coral does weird things. Coral just kind of always does weird things. Let's switch to you, and we're going to use herbs on Coral. And so that heals us. It removes a quirk. One of the things we don't like. Let's keep going.
The light, the promise of safety.
We get another scout. Okay, so there's only 2 battles that we can see still, which is good. Sparkle of coin. Nothing inside because we couldn't interact with it correctly. Starting with the fight.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Ooh, we got a good surprise. That's nice.
Follow it.
5, 7, and 8. There we go. Okay, we're going to put bleed on this snail. This is the best way to kill snails. And then we're going to put bleed on this snail so that this snail will die. Because these guys can't actually do a ton of damage, but they can stun. Is the problem there.
This is how a life is taken.
Ooh, don't like the 3 on the brine. Okay. Salty Gouge. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Pull this. And then you can just get smacked. And then smacked and hopefully bleed. Nope, resisted the bleed, so we get one more turn. Dead. Got it.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Okay, but see now we have 3 more battles with minus 10% stress. Okay, do we have another room battle up here? We don't. Cool. So that's probably going to be one of the rooms we are not going to visit.
Another mariner.
Get rid of that. There's our last medicinal herbs.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
And then we will open this bag. Grab these herbs, grab the citrine, grab this, and then we get a journal page. A trampled journal. Howell, dear friend, exemplary warrior, a survivor of the King's Wars and many sorties in these halls, met an ignoble end. We were weary, Ewell and I, as we searched for sanctuary. Weariness, it appears, has a murderous streak. It blinded him to the mechanism that tripped the spikes which eviscerated him. I held him as his essence slipped away, another giant fallen in our midst. Another giant fallen in our mad pursuit. I am alone now, weary but unbound. I press on. Nice. And then we're going to do a quick one of these, because we don't actually need to go up that way. And we will carry on deeper into the dungeon. And then we'll keep going this way.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Okay. And then there's only a curio in this hallway. There's a hunger check. And then we get to go to this room, and we have a hallway fight in between. Oh, this is a gross hallway fight. This is a high damage hallway fight. I do not like this hallway fight. This hallway fight is gross. 10 damage there is not bad, though. Dodge, no. Okay, let's try and do Plague Grenade. Just because that'll kill him. And then Pull will make it so he does less damage. Okay, we don't need to hit that person anymore because they will just die on their next turn. So let's start attacking this guy. Since these two in the back are now just dead. Big yop. Big yop. There we go. Good heal. That's a good heal. We like a good heal. Okay, there we go. We knew that was going to happen. Weakening Curse here. That's not good. We don't like that. That'll kill them. We don't like that so much to the point that we're going to heal here, and then I think we're just going to yop again. We're going to give a big old yop. Done, so that we can get another turn with him to heal here. Heal. Heal. There we go. Yes, she's back to full. And then crit. Unnecessary crit, but we'll take it. Take all.
That overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Honestly, I don't know that we will need anti-venom anymore. Or the torches. Okay. We're going with what we got. Take that. Hunger. Glad we didn't get rid of the food because we would have gotten hunger checked. Continue adventuring. See if we can find anything else. Is it like a room battle in here? Oh, cool. We're done. Cool. So now we have our first uncommon trinket, and it's a Vestal trinket, which means we should probably start doing more Vestal runs. That was not bad for collections. Mercurial, minus 5% virtue chance. Eldritch Slayer. Eldritch Slayer is huge on an occultist. That's the whole point you bring occultists, is occultists are really good against Eldritch. Okay. Don't think we need any of those. We don't want a Dutch stone or a move stone. Okay, so let's start looking at what we need to build to get to... So we don't want to do a Necromancer now, but let's look at what doing a Necromancer run is going to take. So what's our Necromancer team going to be? We will sort by level. It's going to be Renault, for sure. It is going to be after Renault. Baliol. You want these two for sure. Who else do we want on our Necromancer team? We're team building here. Maybe Vestal Highwayman? So we have a Vestal. Which of our Vestals would we bring? Probably not Bosanquet. Probably not. Oh, actually, maybe Vitalis. Vitalis against Unholy seems good. So that's there. And then we bring Percy or Rancor. Percy is good against Eldritch, which we're not playing against Eldritch. Yeah, I think we bring... I think this is our Necromancer fight, for sure. We aren't going to do the Necromancer right now, but it is... We need to then level up those people. So these three are going to come with us somewhere. And we just need a frontliner to bring with them. And Vivers might be our guy. Mantra of Fasting is good, but it's a curse. It's a Crimson Curse thing only, and we aren't doing Crimson Curse right now. Lock of Patience we don't need. Stun Amulet. I think we might go get the Stun Amulet. Or the Book of Constitution. Let's do this Warrens. We haven't done a Warrens in a minute. Let's do a Warrens. We're doing a Warrens chat. You convinced me. I've convinced myself, but we're doing a Warrens. Let's do a Warrens. Okay, so this is going to be our team. Let's go outfit the team. Okay, Vivers, be better. Encore, better. We don't have to do it for him. You get better. Vivers. You're already done. You're already done. You're not. We want Judgment. We want Dazzling Light. We want Divine Grace. And we want Divine Comfort. Okay. And then now we just have to get all of the things that we want on it. So you get that. And then you can do more melee skills. You get the Buckle. And let's say the Bleed skill chance. You get the Stun skill chance. And better dodge. And you get the cup. And the other cup. And then you can also have the good skills, the good skills, the good skills, and the good skills. But let's swap you and you, so that first turn you can go and push. Okay, so we're doing a medium, we're doing Warrens. Warrens, you want to have some specific skills. Which, do we have them? We have Sanctuary, good. Which is preventing nighttime ambush covered. And then do we have a good all companions stress heal? We have Prey. We also have Bandit Sense, which prevents... Bandit Sense is pretty good. Unparalleled Finesse is also very good though. We've got leeches. Oh, so we are bringing a shield breaker into... And okay, so there's a potential when you bring a shield breaker into a medium or longer dungeon that you go through the shield breaker's predefined storyline, which means that you will have the opportunity for there to be an attack in the middle of the night by things from the Shieldbreakers storyline, like a big snake and a whole bunch of other stuff. They are fleeing their homeland to try and stay away from certain things. So that is something that we get to look forward to, chat, is hopefully we don't get that, but we also just might. 2 keys. 2 shovels. 3 holy waters. 3 herbs. 4 bandages. And 5 anti-venom. Okay. We get a scout, that's great. The Rack of Blades. What do we get from the Rack of Blades? Bandages. Good food and gold. Okay, we got a surprise. That's great. We love getting a surprise. We're going to Dazzling Light you. Nope, you dodged. Okay, let's get the guy that can give us disease. And that guy is dead. 5 damage and bleed on the swine chopper. Look where it hurts. Dodge immediately. Love it. Butcher cut. Bleed is fine. We'll just heal our own bleed. That. Heal the bleed. Look where it hurts again. Let's heal. Ball and chain. Jeez, we get all kinds of move. Pistol shot, 7 damage. Impale. They are all dead. Take off. Reset the party line. We are doing 90% of rooms. Okay, that's a pretty easy one. Pack has already been looted. No. Oh, there was a trap here. Okay. Welcome, new viewers. Dash heirlooms will take. We like heirlooms. Ooh, all swine wretches is not what you want to see. Got the stun on one of them. Missed him. Didn't quite kill him. Killed him. Vomit. Didn't get a disease. That's a win. Anytime we don't get a disease, massive win. Missed. Isn't good. Vomit. Do we get a disease? Didn't get a disease. The resolve is tested. Fearful. Fearful is not good. We do not like that. 6. Okay. Only one wretch left. Do we get this done? We do. Okay. So, we got time. Perfect. Crit. We like it.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is slow and
An insidious killer. Okay, this is a weird fight. So swine drummers are really good, and you hate seeing them. Is kind of the long and short of it. And so we are going to try and kill him as soon as possible, but we can't because our... So they plant the mark, and then all of the worms get to do extra damage because you are marked. Wrong one. We want this grenade to stun these two in the back. We miss. But he's stunned. But so now this guy's going to try and munch people. And luckily he munched the wrong guy because now Ringcourt can just absolutely demolish people. And then munch. Missed again. There we go. So that could have gone way worse. Not me. And he's just going to keep running away. But all of our things make us go forward. So that was a huge one. Love that. And then that kills him. And then that guy's dead. And then he's going to get munched again. Oh, no, they both miss. Oops. 8 damage. We're fine with 8 damage. There's 10 damage. Take all. Yeah, we'll go you. Could eat this to food. And then once again, we'll get rid of this and pick that up. So, makeshift dining table. What can makeshift dining table be, I wonder? What is the possibility here? We are the makeshift dining table. Is medicinal herbs. You get more food and more gold. So we'll take the gold, and then do we have anyone else that's hurt at all that wants to eat this food? There. Okay. Eventually we are going to want to rest, but I don't think we want to rest yet. Nothing here. A blazing star is born. Good vibes. Ooh, we got a map. Perfect. Scouting is huge. Room battle with treasure. Another room battle with treasure. One more battle. So honestly, I think it's worth backtracking and resting, since we know we will get our benefits for 2 more room battles. And those are room battles with treasure. So we want Bandit Sense. Let's pray.
funny, right? I'm still numb to the trauma. I couldn't
Unparalleled
tell if my joy was
finesse.
out of love or what would hold me when I needed me a hug. That's the realest.
And then we will
That's
rest.
the closest thing to feeling. Yeah, it's the only thing revealing. Trying to get me closer to the Lord, cause maybe He can open up some doors while these words get to show you all my.
And now we'll have more room when we go into all of these next fights. And yeah, it'll be good. We got +5 prot. He's gonna do a whole bunch more damage. And we have better chance of getting surprise rounds, which is nice. And we were for sure getting these 2 battles. See, surprise already. There we go, we got him down already. Oh, that's even better. That's huge for us. Never miss. And then let's try and get a stun there. We got the stun. And then, of course, he's going to just pass his turn because we really should have stress healed him before we started this fight, but we didn't. We'll take the 3-6 trade, though. 3-6 trade's pretty good. Same with one-shotting that guy. That's huge for us, actually. Look where it hurts. Attack the guy with prot. Missed. Unfortunate. Oh, I hate that crit. That crit's very bad for us. Mainly just because of stress reasons, not necessarily for any other reason. Okay, but we can heal to bleed before it actually matters. Good. Look where it hurts. Let's get rid of you. There you go. He's not going to bother us this time. Doesn't matter because he's dead anyways. Didn't hit. And then you get to die. Okay, so we get emeralds, we get citrines. I don't care about the blood yet because we don't have that. I am become a trampled child. I have become vengeance. All cultists will feel my mace. Brigands fear my roar. I am outnumbered, 'tis true. I am starved and half mad, but as long as there is breath in my body, I will press on. I will wreak unbearable agony on those who would seek to despoil my great manse. And now they come. I douse my torch. I do not fear the darkness. This is my house, and woe to the uninvited. Metal. Take those. Then we start going this way. Ooh, okay, so the pile of bones I know can do some interesting things. Holy water gets you loot. Health stone. Do we have anyone with a slot? We do not. Health stone is pretty good, so let's take this. Let's get rid of the citrine, and we will take the health stone. Just flat 10% more HP.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Hunger check. And then we get to disarm. And then now we get our next fight. Oh, and we get another big chest. Love that. We will dazzling light you. Just kill you. Pull you forward. There you go. Couldn't kill you because we missed. Ball and chain on our back line is fine. We'll just heal. Wrestle incantation. He's already procced, so like he can't get any worse. Ball and chain, we don't care if you move him either. Please don't pass. He passed. Kill the stress dealer. Heal everyone. Blind him. Resisted it. But we do get to do 11 damage, so he's basically dead. Some Impale. Cut him. Nice. Bleed proc? We got a bleed proc. I repeat, we've got a bleed proc, chat. And a stun. But he's basically dead. And then point blank shot. There he goes. Ooh, debuff charm. So we got more crests. Debuff charm is good. And then another journal. Blood-soaked pages from a torn journal. They are sleeping. I am kept from slumber by a distinct stream of whispers, as if carried by the currents and waves of the sea. I have not told them that most of my flesh has sloughed off, revealing a strange silvery membrane. I keep myself covered. They questioned me when I ate that meat raw at Campfall and found my response difficult to understand. I suppose it would be best to explain my condition when they awaken. Then they would be convinced of my urgency to leave and find aid in the hamlet. So cool. These little lore bits that you get just sprinkled throughout. Like, it's just such a great example of just environmental storytelling at its finest. Get rid of that trap so we don't get killed by the trap. Torch. Scouting's good. We like scouting. Go here. Okay, can't get more gold. This is already more gold than that, so let's get rid of this with the gold. And then another journal page. The Journal of Darius, Highwayman, 2 of 6. We have, I think, already read this one. Yeah, we already read that one. Okay, we don't need to reread that one. Hunger check. Oh, we like that. That means we realistically only have like one more hunger check for the whole dungeon. But we get books. Okay. Promise of safety. Continue adventuring. We have another room fight. Oh, we got a secret room. Secret rooms are huge. Okay, so we are going to do secret room and then... Actually, let's go do this loop again and then we'll come back to secret room. So secret rooms are huge, chat, because in secret rooms, you get to have the potential to get just absolutely insane either items or money. And like secret rooms are just the whole reason you do medium dungeons. So secret rooms can only show up in medium or longer dungeons.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Okay, stress guy's dead. That's all we really care about. And then this guy can attack the wrong person and die. Love it.
Cleansed from all lands.
point blank shot. Do 1 billion damage. Need a bandage. Trapped in terror. Pass his turn. Heal the party.
Vigor is restored.
Heal the bleed. Kill this guy. Perfect. Take all that.
So clearly in view. Or is
And
it
then
merely a trick of the light?
we will grab this curio.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
So, because we got hunger checked, we can't get hunger checked until this hallway again. Okay, now that we got hunger checked here, we can't get hunger checked in the next hallway. That's fine. We're doing good. Nice crit. We love that. There we go. And now we just have to worry about these guys up front. And that's a bleed. He's dead. And then he's going to do the same attack. Then he's going to die on his turn, but we're going to have her heal, hopefully, before that happens. Blow that up. Pass? Nope, didn't pass. Didn't kill him, though. That's good. We can do this heal, which is perfect. And then kill him. Get all the loot.
Trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Read the books. I don't know if we've read 3 of 6. Day 6.
As we traveled from the hamlet, an eerie dread grew. We all felt it, but did our best to shrug it off. Sleep was difficult. Oh no, we have read this one.
Yeah, so we're gonna do backtracking. And then we're gonna go to the secret door now. Okay, so the secrets of, so how this game works is that if you have, the lower the light level you have, the better rewards you get. So we are going to completely remove our light, and then we are going to go into here, get the heirlooms from here. We don't need shovels anymore, so we'll get rid of shovels for busts. And then we have found the secret room, and in the secret room, we will put in a skeleton key. So this is why you carry keys and mediums, it's just for this. So we get Dismas's head, which is one of the head items. It's huge. It's a very rare item. It's very, very good. It's very overpowered for where we are in the game. But what this one does is it reduces our HP, it makes it so we take more stress, but whoever's holding it does a raw, flat 25% more damage. We also get more busts, and then we get Puzzling Trapezohedron, which each of these is worth 3,500 gold. So we are just immediately going to get rid of stuff we don't care about. Now, we are going to leave. And so now we get all of the stuff we get here. Then because of the treasure, you're going to see here, we're going to get the same amount of treasures we'd get on like a general antiquarian run, which antiquarian runs are known for just being treasure runs, but we didn't do that. Okay, Baloi is now good. We need Rancor and Vitalis, Deviant Taste, Cannot visit the brothel. Cannot get much healing for weird construction, but does have good stun resist. Natural swing is pretty huge. We like natural swing. Plus 5% accuracy is just a good thing to have.
A fresh irritant sun. A sanguine memory to me.
Okay, so Vivers is going to need to get some help. Feel better soon, bud. As for Raincourt and Vitalis, we want to bring them with us on our next adventure for sure, just because we're trying to get to... Oh, actually, that's a really good item. We don't need that. We don't need those anymore. We don't need that. Oh, that's also really good though, but we don't have a hag team yet. We do have a necromancer team though, and this is a really good necromancer reward. Blasphemous Vial I think is best in slot for us. Our trinket for our plague doctor, Witch's Vial and Bloody Herb, which we don't have either of those, but that's a very good one for us now. Dark Bracer and Diseased Herb. Stagecoach. Ooh, another Plague Doctor is pretty good. So we do only have one Plague Doctor. I don't think we actually want this Vestal anymore. And we'll get rid of that to have another Plague Doctor.
Cast aside like a spent torch.
Because, like, getting to 25 would be huge, but I don't know that we can. Like, how much... This will give us 4, and we need 25 and 26. Yeah, we can't get there, so we're not gonna even try. Okay, so we're gonna just try it. What's our team? We just are doing all of this plus Renault, I think. And then unequip all these trinkets. You want my 2 chalices. You want Dismiss Head. And Warrior's Bracer. Honestly, is it the weirdest idea if we bring Cecil? As long as he has the right ideas? I don't think so. We'll just go get him the right abilities. And then we'll give you a stun chance. A bleed skill. And then you get the buckle. And the speed stone. And then the survivalist. You know. Zealous Speech is good. Zealous Vigil is also good. Unshakable Leader is good. Don't care. Pep Talk. Cecil, we already have leeches, which is the thing we want. In core, we have all the things we want him to have. Except for maybe clean. Well, Gallows Humor's good, and so is Clean Guns. Let's buy both of those for him. I also like that. Let's get that. Reynal for sure doesn't have this. He does have all the things I want him to have though. So there's that. And then Cecil, we need you to get Incision and Disorienting Blast. Core already has all of the stuff we want him to have, but you would have all your stuff. And it'll be better. I think we're just gonna send it on this so that we can get this Blasphemous file, even though Cecil is definitely not the ideal person for this job. But we're gonna go kill our first boss, and that's gonna be the end of the stream for tonight, I think. This is a good way to end the stream. So we are going to go into the ruins. We are going to need 17 food. We are going to need 15 torches. We are going to need 2 keys. We are going to need 3 shovels. And we are going to need 4 holy waters. Okay. Let's go, chat. Last one of the night. We're gonna go kill our first boss of the game. We're gonna finally make progress. We're gonna kill the Necromancer Apprentice.
The prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat. A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
So I remember correctly, the Necromancer is always in this room here. Actually, I would like them like this, I think. And did I put the right skills on? I did not. So we are going to have this grenade. Oh, and I forgot to get Blinding Gas, which is the one skill we needed. Orienting Blast it is. We're already off to a bad start, chat.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Good scout, though. Decorative urn. How do we interact with decorative urn? Use holy water. Get a whole bunch of treasure. Off to a good start. Get rid of that. Go in full torch.
Spirits are lifted. Purpose is made clear.
Okay, spider fight. I don't actually hate spider fight for us right now. Try to stun the guys that have mark. Kill the other guy that has mark. Play grenades back. Just kill this guy? There you go. That's the big damage we're looking for. Because without Mark, they do significantly less damage. And Blight, we can heal. Okay, now we killed the guy in front. He dies. He dies. Sarcophagus, completely empty. Scouting though, we get another scout. Okay, nothing really in this room, but we can try and find good stuff in the curio. We didn't.
The light, the promise of safety.
6 damage. Healer and all. Done. Got it. Stun. Got it. Okay, so he's gonna attack everyone. And then die.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
That's gonna Divine Comfort proc. Everyone's gonna be back to full. He's gonna die. He's gonna get hit and be bleeding. And then he's gonna attack the front two and die. Riposte, man, it's so good.
Faint hope blossoms.
So specifically, we are waiting pretty long in this dungeon to rest because we know when the Necromancer is going to be. And we are just going to rest before Necromancer when we know we will have max amount of damage for Necromancer.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
This is the current plan, chat. Okay.
Even the cold stone
Use
seems
the
bent
shovel.
on preventing passage.
Iron Maiden. I know Iron Maiden is one that we can interact with pretty safely if we use the herbs. Okay, there's our first hunger check. Oh, we found a room battle. And we got surprised, so our entire party got shuffled. Which is not great for us. Move. Open the vein. Tempting Goblet is not great on our person with highest stress anyways. Rend, also not perfect for us. Second highest stress, also not great. Play Grenade. This is a bad start. Holy Lance, we like.
Decimated.
There we go. Extra damage versus Unholy is good for us. He's dead now.
Give them no quarter.
Divine Comfort for the whole party. Good heal. Vitalis. At least Vitalis, if anyone's going to be there, it's the person that has the best virtue chance, which is good. Orienting Blast. Done. Graveyard Slash. Pretty good.
Another
There we go.
Cleansed from our lands.
And there it goes. Cool. So that's like worst case scenario in a fight, is that we get jumped.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh, we did get a scout though, so scout's good. Well, I guess we'll just skip that way. And come here. Get rid of that trap. Hey, free torch. We love a free torch.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow.
Ooh, more scouting. We love more scouting. Okay.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Okay, it's another spider fight. Big heal. Oh, that's not good. We don't like that. We do not like that. We like this a little bit better, just because it's good for us if he... There you go. Oh, and the crit. We love the crit. Crit's big. Okay, you can web Reynald. I'm fine with you webbing Reynald. I don't like that you stunned him, but... Okay, so we're gonna kill this guy. We're gonna heal everybody because everybody's going down right now. Okay. Stun is not good. Bit on Reynald. He can take it though. Cured. Bite. Dodged it. Perfect. Dead. Now they can't spit anymore, which is good. They can only bite. Which does do a lot of damage, but does less damage than it could otherwise do. We can hear the blight again. There we go. Huge. Divine Comfort. Getting threes is good for now. Kill this guy. No more mark. Here again. Almost everyone's back to full health. Take all that. Got it. Okay. Into this treasure fight.
In radiance, may we find victory.
Get him back up to full. Play grenade these guys in the back. This guy's now dead. Stun? Got it. Perfect. This guy's also now probably almost dead. Perfect.
This slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Good hit there. Heal Reynald. Move him. Kill him. Oh, and the crit. That's huge. We love the crit there. And then he's dead. Take all.
This momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I think we have to camp here. We're going to eat. You are going to bandit sense, unparalleled finesse. Less. Then the cure. Okay. Now, we will open this chest.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
We out of... I think we're out of it. So we don't have medicinal herbs. And it is pretty much not worth... If anyone's gonna do it, we're gonna have this guy do it though. He's either gonna get claustrophobia or he's gonna get that one, but he's resistant to disease. So... Downsides was definitely there, but it was less there than it would have been for literally anyone else. Okay, take the torch.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Oh, bad. Don't like that. Okay, here's a fight. Don't like Cecil being the one that they keep targeting, but that's how it has to be. Get another stun. Blade grenade. Got 4 blight. It's got 5 HP. So let's go Vitalis. Big dodge for Vitalis. Vessel's getting hurt. We don't like that. We can just kill him. Give him bleed. Give him death. Big heal. Big heal. We love that. We also love this because it means he gets to die. And he's already dead, he just doesn't know it. And then we can heal him and some stress heal. We love that. There you go. Death by inches. Another fight. Oh no, this is not good. We just now need less fights between us and Necromancer. Okay, perfect. We got that guy down already. That's big. That's huge for us. Grave Nibble. Dodged. Ooh, massive crit, Cecil. Let's go. And then this is for sure gonna kill. Reynolds does a billion, jillion damage. So getting rid of all of these citrines is the equivalent of getting this 1 emerald. So pretty easy idea for me. Okay, so these statues I know do something really good. I'm trying to remember exactly what. Altar of Light, gain effect damage buff, gain effect stronger damage buff. Okay, so we want Reynald to have this for sure because he's going to get an insane damage buff. There we go. 30% damage buff until we camp, which we've already camped. So now he's just going to be plus 30% damage. He's plus 55% damage at this point, which is what we want from our main damage dealer against Necromancer. There's our shovel. Tax contents are ours. It's another 100 gold.
Waiting to be spent.
Okay, and so this is our last scout, and it's Necromancer. So we are gonna go kill the Necromancer.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
We don't need that anymore, because we're going to be entering the fight with 88, and then we have a whole bunch of skills that can give us more. Okay, so here's the Necromancer. The Necromancer is fun. He can do a lot of damage, but he can also heal. Every time he attacks, he makes a skeleton. And we're basically just trying to damage him as fast as we can. Because he has 105 hit points, and we're just trying to do max damage. And Reynald is great at that because Reynald does extra damage to Unholy, which the Necromancer is. 6 feet under. So look, there's a skeleton, and he does mass. So our disorienting is to try and push him back to front, but everyone can hit him. There's another stun chance. There's another stun. Okay, there's 8. Stun this guy. Okay, and then Reynald's probably going to kill him, so we're going to actually kill our light
Wonders can be found in the most
to kill him and get the most reward. So we got camouflage coke, we got gold, we got dodge stone.
they can be
So we're going to get rid of this and this. Grab all that. We're going to go. So we got Blasphemous Vial, so now we have a really, really good item for our Plague Doctors. We got some other good trinkets from killing the Necromancer. Reynald has Germaphobe and Daredevil. Nice. Cecil got Mercurial, which is not good. Diurnal and Second Wind. Second Wind is pretty good. And Vitalis got... Oh, Natural is huge for Vitalis. Except for that we don't really like having a Vestal that's not using trinkets. Is there anyone that we actually want to have Natural? Grave Robber? Grave Robber is the only person you really want Natural on. But with that, now we have our first thing here. We have defeated the Necromancer. The Apprentice Necromancer. So we've done a lot this week. We've defeated our first boss. We created our first boss team to do so. Ooh, Wounding Helmet's pretty good. We now have the option to have veteran dungeons, which means you have to be level 3 or lower. Lucky Dice is interesting. Teeth. We already have Longevity Eye Patch. The boots. So I think our goal for next week is we're going to start working our way towards the Hag, which, if we're going to be doing our Hag team, what is our good team for Wizened Hag? You essentially, for the hag fight, want to have you want to have at least these 3. So we will want to be bringing Ashul, which means we'll want to level her up. We'll do one more run with her. We'll want to bring Linum, and we will want to bring our best houndsman. Either that's Mac or Gavston. Mac is better in ruins. Gavston is just good. So we'll just bring Gavston. And then beyond that, maybe even a Jester. I think a Jester might, since we're basically doing a bleed team plus Linum. And Linum might be worth getting flashing daggers on just because it makes it so that she has less bleed resist. Or you can pick up poison darts so you can get more blight. But then if we bring Viewpont, or do we have another Jester? Do we have 2 Jesters? We do. We also have Bertrand. Bertrand is good at Warrens. We're going into Wield. He's good in Ruins. Faded's also really huge. Yeah, so I think this is going to be our Hag team right here. I think this is Team Hag, chat. But I think that's going to be it for now. This has been a fun stream. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. As always, thanks for your patronage. We love doing this. I love having people around when I get to stream these games and that want to hang out with me. It means a lot. If you're here and you're still here, it would mean a lot if you not only check us out here, but check us out on all of the socials that are linked in the description. A follow goes a long way, and even more so does a subscription over on the YouTube. It would mean a really lot, and we have a lot of fun things coming on. We get to do our full first week of filming this week, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So look forward to having you more around. Hopefully we catch you next time. Welcome. Hope you enjoyed your time in the Jank Drawer. I've been Sam. We'll see you on Wednesday for Midweek Rake Check. Bye.